Hey you guys, or should I say, hey buttheads. Today we are looking at these, which are the Back to the Future, what are they called? Toony Classics. NECA Toony Classics Back to the Future set. Excellent. I picked these up from Nerd Toys, a new company I tried. There's their email address. Not sponsored or anything, but I like to give these guys a shout out because, yeah. So this is, like I say, the Back to the Future set. We have Maddie, we have Doc, Brown, and Einstein, and Biff Tannen. Buttheads. Yeah. I thought I'd do these all in one go, rather than doing individual videos for each one, because, well, you know. So we have Matt here. He comes with his hoverboard, guitar, Maddie, and he's on the back with all his stuff. Then we have Doc Brown and Einie in the background. All these things and the artwork on the back. Yep, I do like to see that it's got the emblem logo on there, and Universal. Shout out to Universal Studios, yay. They took out my favourite ride, Back to the Future, never mind. Glasses, remote control, interchangeable hands, and Einstein the dog with collar. Marty, Mcfly and Doc Brown experience the adventures of a lifetime in an unlikely time machine as they travel to the past, present and future, setting off a time-shattering chain reaction that disrupts the time-space continuum. Yeah. And finally we have everybody's favourite, Biff, who comes with two heads and two heads, I guess. But that must be his butt head. Hello, Mcfly! It's kind of weird that they haven't done Jules and Vern, because they were, you know, like like the main characters in this. But I suppose Biff is, yeah, more of a character. So, we've got Biff in my hand, so we should start with Biff. Remember, kids, don't play with knives. Right, let's see if we can open these carefully. There we go. Over there. Yes, so these, it was a cartoon series back in the, it was after 90s, I think, early 90s, which they made, obviously, after Back to the Future 3, because it has the kids in it. Let me do this over here, because I keep scaring people, apparently. Putting through these. I am going to buy some nail scissors, because apparently that's an easier way to do it. There we go. I'll try and put the knife down somewhere where it's not going to fall over. Let's see if I can get it out. Oh, he's got one of his neck as well. Wow, they have really tied these in. There we go. So, there is... Oh, a bit creaky. There's Biff. And we'll get the head out. Yeah, so this is an animated series that was on in the late 90s. We didn't get it in the UK, but we did get, I did get some of the comic books. I was in Florida. It was one of the first holidays I ever had in Florida, and I picked up one of the comic books from it. And I did, when we used to go to Florida, I used to love sitting and watching Saturday morning cartoons, and Back to the Future is one of the ones I watched. I think there was things like Beetlejuice and stuff like that, G.I. Joe, and yeah. I used to watch Batman the Animated Series on an afternoon. So, he has right and left on his shoes, which is kind of funny. It's the head, the main head that it comes with. And his foot just fell off. Oh, that's good. Guess what? I dropped him on the floor. And I've broken his foot off already. Well, that was good. That was me being clumsy. No problem, that will hopefully glue back on. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, note to everybody, ankle joints are very fragile. There is an NECA figure and that kind of stuff happens. There is the grumpy head. I'm now nervous about opening the other ones. Yes. Head as articulation, moves around like so. Arms up and down. There is swivel in the top of the arm there. Nothing else. I'm going to do that because you're going to see that his foot's falling off anyway. No crunch. Swivel in the bottom of there. And like I say, look at that. That is kind of a duff. Too thin a joint, that really, isn't it? But I will reattach that. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so he goes down there for now. Next, let's see if we can break. I'm going to do Marty next. Let's do Marty next. Let's put Biff's other head down there. Right, that's kind of put a dampener on it, hasn't it, boys and girls? Yeah. You see, I don't know. I get a lot of these NECA figures. I get the real ones and I get the ones from AliExpress, which I'm still not sure what they are. I think a lot of them are demics or just, you know, they're released over there cheaper. But yeah, I'm finding with a lot of the NECA figures they have very fragile sort of joints and things. And I seem to break a lot of them. Right. I can get that out without. No. Right. It wouldn't be so bad, but like the cable ties are so close to the figures, you cannot cut them without feeling like you're going to damage the figure. I like the other cable ties better that just like you untie. You know the swivelly ones? They're a lot nicer, a lot easier. Right, I'm already looking at this thinking, what bit am I going to break on it? And he fell on the floor. He bounced. Yeah. There we go. Wow, no, guys, these cable tie things, you need to look at them. They're so tight into the packaging. They're going to be murder to get out without damaging something. Ah, that fell on the floor and now I can't find it. Well, that was a transparent stand, which is now disappeared underneath the back. I found it. Found it! There we go. Right, and we have a spare hand for him to hold the guitar with, which is sellotaped in, which I can't get through the sellotape now either. There we go. We're in! Yes! Right, let's get rid of that. So here is Maddie. There he's his kind of happy face. It does have swivel either way, that way. Red jacket, yellow sleeves, go up like so. Those wrists are scaring me. I get the feeling they're going to get broken. You can swap the hand, but I'm not going to do that. Oh no, we're not going to swap those hands. That wrist there, look at that. Look at that wrist. That is just waiting to break, isn't it? I'm now. Feet, legs up, legs down. Not much out. Swivel there. So will he stand? Yep, he stands. Obviously has his guitar, which you can put like so, and I guess you'd put the other hand on there so that he holds it. There's a hoverboard. He doesn't have left and right on his feet. So plug this in without breaking anything. No, doesn't want to go in. Is it the other foot? Let me have a look. Right, the holes are not big enough for his feet to plug in there, and I don't want to force it. So yeah, I will fiddle around with that. There is the hoverboard stand for the hoverboard. So when you can get the peg in his foot, Yeah, look kind of cool, stuff like that. It's kind of nice. It looks, I don't know, it looks more like Michael J. Fox than the animated version did. It's kind of weird. They've kind of done like a hybrid between the two. I like it, but like I said, that joint there is going to worry me. I will never swap that hand because it's too upsetting. The peg. Let me just have a... There we go. You didn't see what I did there. I'm not going to tell you. There we go. So yeah, he will sit on his surfboard. Some shadows. Yeah. Okay, so next we have Dr. Mcbrown. It's amazing how one thing breaking makes me really nervous. So let's do this over here, cause right, how many more of these ties is there going to be on this one? Just round his neck, great. Oh, that one came off easy. The one through his ankles. There we go. His controller. They've even put one around Einstein. Why? He's wedged in the back of the packaging. It also, to me, seems like plastic that we didn't need to waste. Yeah. Right, look, they've even put one round that. Why have they put one around that? It doesn't even look, you can just do that with it. So that was a complete waste. Yes, I'm getting angry. There's hands for holding things. His wrists are a little bit bigger, so I think that should be okay. And a pair of glasses for him. Right, let's get the glasses out. And I need the scissors again because the round little piece of sellotape, which is now stuck to my finger, is rather tight. There we go. Right, so there is. Let's have a look at Annie. There he is. Einstein. Einstein. Yeah. He's got little foot pegs. Don't know why, because he's not going to ride the surfboard. But yeah, kind of nice. And he has. That's supposed to go around his head. Like. So, we go. Right. Brilliant. Tail kind of moves. Head moves. Nothing else does. There we go. So that's Einstein. There's Doc Brown, who is a little bit, looks a little bit boss-eyed. It's a nice representation, but the eyes are a bit weird. I do like the way that they've done the animation ink marks on there. That's kind of cool. There is no articulation. The arms just go up and down. The head has a little bit of tilt either way and does turn a little bit forward, a little bit back. The articulation in the leg is where the coat is. It's kind of old school, different kind of articulation. It's a shame those arms don't move out because they just move forward. The toes do turn a little bit. So yeah, he will lean. The toes turn out so you can't. There we go. Got him standing. Brilliant. He has a controller which he'd put the other hands in for. It's a bit basic, but it's based on animation, so basic. And the glasses which go on like so. Yeah, so it is, I suppose, a fair representation of the version from the animated series, but I'm kind of disappointed in them. I just think when you look at the way that they did the horror ones, they were so much better. And that ankle on Biff has really kind of made me go, because I only dropped him on the floor and he fell on carpet. But still broke. They are nice figures, but yeah. So Biff. Ankle to me is a problem. Doc. Let's take those glasses off if we can. Up, down. So those eyes are a little bit off. And then Marty. Now, I don't know whether it was me, but I seem to remember when they showed these at the toy fair thing that there was going to be a Delorean to go with them. Like an animated version of it. And that was part of the reason I was getting these, because I thought, oh, brilliant, you get those and an animated Delorean, it'll look fantastic. They haven't done one. I have this Delorean, which is obviously the one from the other company. I'll put a link. Yeah, it's maybe a reasonable size. Excuse me, Biff. Try and move you without your foot falling off. It's not too bad. Just to stand it in the background and stand them with it. They'll stand up. You see, there's even bits of paint coming off. It's weird. I suppose that might be a good enough Delorean, but yeah, I'm kind of not impressed with these. When you see how good the movie versions are, that's the movie version. I mean, I know it's a different thing and all that, but production values for that to the production values for those are two vastly different things, and I don't know. These just look cheap and a bit naff. They do look like the older style of toys, which maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not really impressed. You know when you have those things on your shelf that you think, what shall I take off my shelf because I need space? These look like those kind of things. These will be the ones that you go, oh well, they were fun, and move. I like the horror characters that they've done better. They seem to put a bit more detail and attention to those. These, I don't know. So yeah, that's my review. So if you've enjoyed this, you know what to do. Hit the likes, hit the shares, hit the subscribe buttons. It really, really helps the channel. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great night. And, well, I'm going to try and go back to the future and not break Biff's foot. Bye now.